Hey, good evening, Chem students. We're talking today about the structure of an atom. Make sure that you're ready to take some notes, because here we are, structure of the atom. First and foremost, something that you need to know is the atom. What is the atom? The atom is the basic unit of a chemical element. Elements we'll get to in a little bit, but elements are things like oxygen or carbon or hydrogen. Okay, so this is the basic unit. It comes from this Greek word, if you're curious, called atmos. And atmos just means indivisible. So when they were first thinking about these philosophers, way back in the day, they were thinking about what is the smallest thing in the world. They said, okay, it must be the atom, the atmos, the thing that we can't get to be any smaller. So basically, in chemistry, it is that very small thing, that basic unit of chemical elements. Okay, and it has three parts. So these things here, proton, neutron, and electron, these are all considered subatomic particles because they fall underneath an atom. So these are parts of an atom. They, for the most part, aren't existing by themselves. Are usually part of an atom. So they're considered subatomic particles. Okay. The proton is the positive, so I'll put a plus there. Positively charged. It is positively charged. Subatomic particle. The neutron is going to be neutral, so this is a neutral charged particle. And then finally, the electron is going to be negative, so I'll put a little negative sign there, negatively charged. Okay. The charges are important because just like with the magnet, opposite ends attract to each other, and then the same sides like repel each other. So you'll see in a little bit when you do the atom building simulator that if you get too many positive things together, so too many protons, they start to like make things to be unstable because it's too much of one charge together. In the same way, protons and electrons keep things neutral because they cancel each other out, and they also are attracted to one another. So this is just a little bit of what you need to know, that a proton is a positively charged particle. Let me write that in here, positively charged particle. The neutron is a negative or a neutral charge particle, and then the electron is the negative. Okay, a way for you to remember that: P, think positive, and for neutron, think neutral, and then the electron's the last thing. So for that one, you just got to remember that you have something that's positive, proton, and then something that's negative, electron. And where they're located is important. The protons and neutrons, these two things together, are located in the nucleus. So these two things are located in the nucleus. And the nucleus, just like in biology, the nucleus is the center of an atom. The nucleus in biology is a place where there's DNA, and is very important for a cell, usually towards the center of a cell. You learned that last year in bio, but the nucleus in an atom is the center of an atom. This is where a majority of the stuff is, where those neutrons and protons are. And then electrons, what they're going to do is they are going to orbit, kind of like how planets orbit the sun. They orbit the nucleus. Okay? So if we were to draw this out, let's see here if I can't get some colors together. Let's say green is my positive, so maybe I have this here, and this green is my proton. Okay, next to my protons, I'm going to just use yellow, is going to be my neutron. And these both are living. These things together are in the nucleus. And then my negatively charged thing, which I guess red isn't going to show up on this background, so we're just going to use this color. This is going to be my electron. And what it's doing is it's orbiting, so it's going around my nucleus. It's kind of doing some movement around it in an orbit, okay? So this is the basic structure of an atom. If we zoom in real quick right here, you can see with hydrogen, again, the protons and the neutrons are right here in the nucleus, and then the electron is orbiting around, all right? And I'm gonna quick show you this build an atom simulator, because you're gonna come here in a moment and do some work to practice. So let me see if I can make this play. Oop. Here we go. All right, so when you open the simulator, you're going to want to click on that atom, and then you can mark off that you want to add the net charge, the mass number, and whether things are neutral or stable. So click all of those. If you didn't catch that, that was right here. I marked this, this, and then I checked this box so that I could see if things are stable or unstable, okay? And your goal is going to be building different atoms. So you'll see here, as you go, you're adding things. It'll tell you if it's stable, what's the charge, is it positive or negative. You have a lot of information going on here. Probably going to be something that you're going to walk through, and it will take a few times before you understand exactly what's going on. But I just wanted to show you this video of how you can add. Let's keep it moving. So you're going to drag and drop things to the center, the protons and the neutrons in the nucleus in the center, then that electron on the outside. And you can see right here, at this point, this atom is stable. It's neutral. We know that it is hydrogen. You can see here as well that the net charge is 0. You can see the mass number. And you can also see where it is on the periodic table of elements, okay? So you could continue. When you add more protons, you'll see things change. But eventually you want to get back to that place where everything's stable and it's a neutral atom, okay? So that is the build an atom simulator. And here is the structure of an atom for you.